While we have certainly been one of the more surprising teams yet again this split, I think the most surprising team has been Dignitas, and we cannot count them out when taking them on this week. So let's talk some TSM. Hey everybody, welcome back. Yes, we are talking about game 2 of the week for TSM, looking at Dignitas, who, again, arguably may be the biggest surprise in the LCS right now. I understand FlyQuest being 0-6, at least at the time of recording this video, is a huge surprise. Evil Geniuses being near the top, us being 3-3, again, at the time of recording, those are all big surprises. But Dignitas to me was one that I just genuinely thought Arma was better than Rich. Rich, I'm sorry, I didn't respect your game. Not only didn't know it, but I didn't respect it clearly, and I was wrong on that one. I still don't think Diamond is better than Ignar. I just think that he's being put in a decent situation where Tomo is getting better, and Jensen and Santorin are kind of finding their synergy a little bit more, but this is a weird team. They've got some decent wins, but they're still near the bottom in a lot of statistical categories. I think the guy that's been not carrying, but at least been making the big plays for them so far has been Rich. He's been a big surprise. You cannot let him have Cassante. You can't. Has to be a ban. Don't even touch it. Don't mess around with it. The champion's already really strong, but on top of that, I think that Rich is playing him really well, and I don't know that Hanser would have a good answer. Now, if we don't want to ban it and we want to take it first pick, that's fine. Regardless, this is going to be a contested pick, and I think that Rich is the guy they need to focus on right now. I'm not all that scared of Jensen, Santorin, or Tomo. I think, especially Santorin, he has not played very well. Like, he's actually looked as bad as I can remember him looking in many, many years. And I think Jensen is just so passive, it doesn't really matter. So I feel like, the focus right now needs to be Rich, and I want to see Boogie up there with the guy who I'm going to show you next, Hanser. Again, I promise I normally don't do the mirror matchups, but in these first two games of the third week, it is an important thing right now to shut down these players, because they are, I think, a major part of the reason why they're winning. And for me, like, Hanser has been, I think, very similar to Solo, but with, I don't know, he's willing to take a few more risks. Not as much in lane. He's very much like Solo in lane. But, when he's in team fights, I think he takes some unnecessary risks, but at the same time, some of those risks have paid off and make big plays for TSM. I want to see him be that guy. I want to see him really have an opportunity to show his laning prowess, which I think he still has, against a guy who's really just getting his first, taste of the higher levels of League of Legends. I know he's played over in Korea and I think China, talking about Rich. But I think Hanser's got much more experience. He should know how to kind of rattle this guy and, at a minimum, keep him from being able to make plays across the map. So I'm going to be really focused on Hanser, and I'm going to be extremely focused as well on Boogie and how they are able to, shut Rich down and then allow for, and hopefully, again, insanity at this point, to just kind of lane against Jensen. Jensen's not going to push the envelope very much, and if Santorin's ganking, generally they're pretty telegraphed ganks from him. You have a good idea. He's getting tracked pretty well right now, so hopefully they would be able to do that. And then I have full confidence in the bot lane. Wild Turtle's been playing well. Chime's been playing really well. I don't think that Tomo and Diamond really have a chance. I am going to pick TSM to win this game. I think teams, not even just us, I think teams around the LCS are going to figure out, how to counter this Dignitas team. They seem to play a little too tight, and I think that's going to pop. That's going to be taken away from them, maybe even just in draft, and allow for teams to win. I don't think Dignitas are that good. I think we are a much better team than they are, despite us having a similar record. And I believe that this will be our fourth win of the split. I picked us to lose the last one. If you want to know why, go and check it out. That video will have been posted a day before this one. But I have us getting to 4-4 here, which, again, if we're looking at playoffs right now, I think 6 wins generally should get you into playoffs with an 18 playoffs. So we'd only need 2 more wins over the last 10 games, which I feel like is very doable. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Are we winning this game or not? Is there something else that I'm missing maybe in this matchup? And with that, I'll catch you guys on the next one.